So after we've got the unwrapped finished model from modeling, texturing will paint the different maps. So we'll take the 3D model and we actually take it into 3D software and paint like you're taking a paintbrush on an actual physical sculpt. We decide what color, like Pearl's dress is going to be, and we'll paint the different individual stripes, and then we hand that over to the shading team, and then they make it come to life.
We then use those painted textures from texturing, and we use it to drive the reflection properties of the material to make it look like wood or clay or glass.
What is different about this film is everything has to look handmade.
The early films that we did, like Ruffalo and Rumor and the Bromance, actually built sets, and there's a lot of stuff you get naturally from that. When you make it all in CG, you have to be very, very careful to create all these imperfections in the computer.
On Zog, we used quite a lot of what was established in the previous films, and especially Highway Rat. The amount of detail that you have in Highway Rat on those characters is really stunning, you know, to get the impression of the different textiles and stuff. But we did discover, though, that did make things quite complicated to make them articulate and move and animatable. So we sort of set the surfacing team a challenge of being able to get a similar look, but without having to put a lot of that detail into the models.
We took these flat squares of clay that we kind of worked with our hands or did other things with. At the end of the day, what we get is these images that look exactly like the clay that we molded, and then we map those onto the characters or props.
We were actually able to dial in a lot of the things that make a surface look like clay, like the sort of lumpiness or the little scratch marks or little surface details.
The characters themselves actually have a very simple surface, but the environments have a really, really rich and detailed surface.
There's quite a lot of objects which have elements of glass or wood or carpet that Pearl rolls up. Funnily enough, that's the most expensive item in the whole film from a render point of view, because it's so fine, the surface, and that's not a model, that's from the surfacing department. So it was great to kind of let them loose.